pork shoulder and some salt. And you want to cover all the sides. You can be pretty generous. Flip it over. Rub that baby in. Make sure you wash your hands. Then you're gonna want to pour your oil into your cast iron pot and set that on high. Now it's time to fry the pork. Make sure you put the pork in fat down. Fry it for about 5 to 10 minutes on each side. Now it's time for chopping. Add in my onions. Get everything in there. Add in my garlic. Oh, it smells so good. And then I'm going to be adding in my spices. And my lime juice. I'm going to add in my chicken stock. Now bring it to a boil. Now that it's at a boil, you can reduce it to medium low, and you're going to want to put the lid on it. Alright, and let it sit for 2.5 hours. Guys, it's been about 2.5 hours, and now we'll check the pork. Make sure you use a pot handler or a rag. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is some tender meat. And you can see that the broth, oh, it looks good. The meat is just about falling off the bones. So now what you're going to want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And cover this baby back up and wait till the oven is at 400 degrees. Alright guys, now that we have our pork cooked, it's nice and tender. And take off the lid. Make sure you use a pot holder. Set this down. Alright, and now we can transfer our tender pork. Move the tray a little bit closer. You can tell it's good and tender. You don't want to lose any. There we go. Oh, looks like our oven's already preheated to 400. Perfect. Look at that. We have our pork transferred to our sheet. We'll take just a little bit of our broth. Here we go. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, and just kind of pour it over, and then just take a little bit of salt. Not much, because there's already been enough added for right now. Okay, salt that baby up, these little pieces, and now we'll throw it in the oven. Go ahead and just try a little piece. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Alright, we now have our pork in the oven, and we're going to let that sit for about 30 minutes, and about every single 10 minutes you want to drizzle some more of our broth on top of it to give it some extra flavor. So close this baby up and wait for 10 minutes. Oh, so good. Alright, it is time for assembly. So we're going to get my warm flour tortilla. Some pork in here. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Okay. I have some onions, some chopped up, some jalapenos. I like parsley in mine. Okay. Some Mexican cheese. And a little dollop of sour cream. Check it out, my taco. Mmm. Is that ever good? Mmm.